Good morning, viewers. Today I am present before you with another podcast. The topic for today is Sociolinguistics. Before I begin, it is advisable that you keep a notebook and a pen so that you can jot down the important points relating to this particular topic. It is further advisable that use earplugs for listening the podcast. So here I begin. Sociolinguistics, as the name indicates, deals with language as a social phenomena. Social life depends on language, so the scope of the discipline is potentially very wide. It encompasses large-scale issues concerning the relations between language and social, cultural and historical factors, as well as the fine details of the language behavior of individuals and social groups in specific interactions and in various social contexts. Larger scale issues such as the status of languages, dialects, and other varieties within the domain of the sociology of language. The subject matter of sociolinguistics overlaps with that of other branches of linguistics that are concerned with the analysis of language in real life context, notably pragmatics, discourse analysis, and applied linguistics. There are no generally agreed boundaries to the field, then, nor are there straightforward subdivisions to be made within the discipline. Approaches fall on a continuum from mainly linguistic to mainly social. However, most scholars who consider themselves sociolinguists would agree that interactions between individuals are both constrained by and constitutive of social structures and cultural factors. Some reasons for the different understandings of the scope of sociolinguistics can be seen if we consider how it came into being as a distinct area of language study. It has been recognized as a distinct branch of linguistics since about the 1960s. Its roots lie partly in anthropology, where there is a tradition of analyzing linguistic diversity across different cultures and societies. Its origins can also be traced to dialectology and historical linguistics, disciplines that inevitably focus on variation in language. The development of sociolinguistics was the increasing dominance of generative syntax in linguistics. This explicitly a social and heavily theory driven approach to language provoked influential critiques from researchers who could not accept an approach to language that was divorced from its social context. Developments in sociolinguistics have had much influence on related areas of language study, such as historical linguistics and dialectology. Linguistics has flourished and continues to expand so that it is now one of the liveliest and most important fields of language study. It is extensively taught in universities around the world, where courses typically attract many students, presumably because of the obvious relevance to their own experience of language and to real world social problems. Sociolinguistics overlaps not only with other branches of linguistics but also with other disciplines that seek to explain aspects of social life, particularly sociology, social psychology, social anthropology. It both informs these disciplines and is informed by them. Sociolinguists tended to be tolerant of a broad range of theoretical and methodological approaches to the study of language in society, using the range of qualitative and quantitative research methodologies typical of the social sciences. The major intellectual currents within the social sciences have all influenced the development of the field. These include functionalism, interactionism, Marxism, feminism, social constructionism, post-structuralism, and postmodernism. Sometimes the theoretical influences are implicit or go unrecognized, but since the turn of the century of the age, there has been explicit discussion of the relevance of social theory to our understanding of language and society. Generalizations about different types of language behavior in a range of cultures have been made in terms of the broad social dimensions of power and solidarity, reflecting relations between individuals as social unequals or equals. The diversity of interpretative constructs reflects the complexity of the subject matter of sociolinguistics, which is better suited by an eclectic approach to interpretation and explanation than by a single overreaching theory. The focus on the empirical study of language in the real world makes it difficult for sociolinguists to be ivory tower academics. Some sociolinguists have worked to diminish public intolerance and ignorance about language. Some grapple with educational problems surrounding the coexistence of standard and non-standard varieties. Ethical issues concerning the relation between the researcher and the researched have come to the fore, and there has been explicit discussion of the debt sociolinguists incur toward the individuals and the communities with whom they work, and of how the debt might be repaid. Thus, sociolinguistics can be both a central branch of linguistics and a broad multidisciplinary study. Not all who consider themselves sociolinguists would necessarily agree with the statements made in this overview, but sociolinguists of all persuasions would probably agree on the central place of language in social life and on the need to analyze language as it used in real life settings. So this was all about sociolinguistics. Please leave your observation and questions in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get the latest update. Thank you for your valuable time. Here's wishing all of you a great day ahead.